If you are a young guy watching this video right now and you are in your 20s, I need you to listen to me. Should you move out of your parent house in your 20s? And why should you move out of your parent house in your 20s? Yeah, if you are in your 20s right now, I will say move out of your parent house. Moving out of your parent house is going to cause a tremendous change in your life. It's going to be responsible, or it's going to help you become the better version of yourself. It's going to help you become the man of your dream. It's going to help you discover yourself early. Let's start from number one, why you should move from your parent house. Moving from your parent house is moving from your comfort zone. It teaches you early on how to stay alone without depending on your parents. It teaches you early the consequences of decision making. It teaches you early that you are responsible 100% for the life you live or the life you chose to live. It teaches you early that in life, your parents only have a limit, or there's a limitation to the part in your life that your parent has to play. It teaches you early that everything in life does not depend on your parents. It gives you a better vision about yourself. Now, if you are in your parent house, there are better chances that a lot of things is going to be clouding your head. Your parents might want your attention when you want to have a quiet time for yourself. Your siblings might want your attention when you want to have a quiet time for yourself. Now, it gets to that point transformatively, without, or unconsciously, without being mentored, where you got to make that decision about your lifestyle or about your life if you are living alone. You get to that point when one day will come, you will wake up, look at yourself within your environment, and you will realize that your life is in your hands. The decision you make every day is in your hands. Moving out of your parent house will make you see the real aspect of life, will make you even to appreciate your parent more. Because there are times that will come, you will want to get something and you have nothing. Should you move out of your parent house when you have nothing? Yes. The main point is moving out of your parent house is important as a man. Whatever it will cost you, whatever it is, just make sure, please, that you will move out of your parent house in your 20s. It gives you the better, it makes you see the better version of yourself. Then number two, you begin to learn how to take decisions independently. You begin to learn how to live independently. You begin to learn how to take in responsibility for yourself, for your actions. You begin how to learn how to make your decision about today and tomorrow. Sometimes, if you get out of your parent house early, it gives a signal to your parents that they are no longer responsible for 100% the decision you make. And that gives them a mindset that you are now independent. There are situations where they will not come up for you. That period makes you the better version of yourself. Leaving your parent house is very, very important. It gives your parents this idea that yes, I have done my part in this boy's lifestyle. And also, it gives them a better way of helping you achieve your goal. It is then your father will call you and say, my son, come, let's talk like real men. It is then your parent will see, your mom will come, will call you and say, my son, let's discuss like a real man. Or let's discuss like mother and son. She will tell you things she wouldn't have told you when you were together. It is then they start to realize that, yes, we need to mentor this boy properly. We need to mentor this guy properly. It is then that we call you that the way you are living your life now, here are the consequences. And if you decide not to listen to your parents, the consequences of that action will speak louder when you are not with them. You begin to see reality by yourself. You begin to see reality on your own. Leaving your parent house in your 20s is a yes for me. I left my parent house in my 20s. I left my parent house in my 20s and I struggled for a long I struggled. I won't say for a long time, but I really struggled. For me, I would say, as at the point I left my parent house, I already had a little thing going on for me. But was it easy? Was I able to cope? No. I left my parent house and I was still calling back to my parents. So you see, this is me giving you real life advice. That I left my parent house, I was still calling back, but not always did my parents listen to me. Not always did my parents came up for me when I faced challenges. Not always. And this is real life story. There was a time I messaged my brother, please, I need your help to get something. The message he replied is, no, I don't have enough for now. Whereas my elder sister that was still schooling, ask him for something way bigger than what I asked. And he was willing to, okay, the response was, okay, even if I don't have it now, just be rest assured that I am going to look for a way to get this close or across you. That does not make him a bad person. He's only trying to tell me that you are becoming a man, that you should learn to take responsibility for the decision you make. Number 3, you have a clearer sense of purpose, vision, and mission in life. It is when you are no longer with your parents, you discover yourself, you know your true self, you know that, yes, you start asking your question, whom am I? What am I? What is my life really meant for? What am I really pursuing in life? It is then you understand better. It pushes you. It forces you to push more. It forces you not to give up. It forces you to become a responsible person, somebody with a sense of purpose and direction. When you leave, you give your parents a better chance of contributing to your life because you are giving them your direction and they are investing in the path which you have showed them. Leaving your parent house in your 20s is important, yes. Should you call back to your parent house? From my story, you already know the answer, yes. Should you stay in your parent house just because you don't have money? No. Should you stay in your parent house just because you are not financially buoyant? No. You can decide to leave. Your parents should. You can tell your parents to help you with money, and it's going to be hard sometimes. But if your parents don't give you, you can decide to keep up some money, go outside, look for a place to stay. Sometimes it is going to be you battling with yourself, battling with your parents because they will not want you to leave. They will not want you to go. They already know how it is living outside. But let them know, make them see, let them understand. And if you're a parent watching me right now, allow your children to make decisions on their own. It builds them up. You cannot take full responsibility for their future. Your work is to be able to guide them from the beginning so they will be able to become someone who can make a good decision. You are not guiding them to make decisions for them. You don't have right as a parent to make decisions for your children. You don't have right, for example, what they will become, where they will live, how they will live. No. Your work is to guide them from where you gave birth to them to a certain level of their life, to help them to learn how to make proper decisions. That is just your work as a parent. You help your children to learn how to make right decisions. The Bible says, train a child as it will go. No matter how he derails, he will definitely come back to it. So you are to train him or her as he should go. Then in life, he make that decision by himself. Even God respect your will. He said, I have set before you today life and death. Choose a life that you may live. After all that Jesus have teaches, or when Jesus have teach to a certain level, he will remind them, the people listening to him, that today I have taught you this, I have taught you that. Choose this path that you may live long, or that life may be effective for you. So your work is to guide them to learn how to make the proper decision. And when they've grown, let them to face the consequences of the decision they make. It helps them to become the better person. It helps them to become more mature. It's going to be painful sometimes, but do not come up for them always. No, do not. Do not pity your children too much to make them walk out of destiny. But know that yes, they still need your help. So when they come, look at the situation critically. You may have the means to help, but give it a space. Do not help immediately. Let 3 days slide. Let 4 days slide. Let them think well. My mom didn't give me this money. My dad didn't give me this money. How am I going to live? It gives them better way to think. Support them while they are still living without you. Yeah. Should you leave your parent house in your 20s? Yes. Very, very important.